Okay. Hello, good morning. So I'm not sure how well this is gonna go. We're just gonna try it. I'm recovering from the man flu, and I felt great last evening, and then our 4-year-old wakes up at like 4 in the middle of the night, and then putting him back to sleep, and then he wakes up at 5 and he doesn't want to go back to sleep. And it's just the worst. It just completely ruins my whole workday. It just really, really sucks. And I feel like I have such a hangover, like sleep hangover. I just like some people are able to like recover from that, but I'm not. At least not at my age. It's just I don't know. Um, yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so there are a couple of things I want to work on. Um, One of them being that I'm working on a 2.0.0 release because it's a breaking change. And I removed a dependency here. We used to depend on picture common, but we don't do that anymore. We only rely on picture protocol, which means that we need to move over a couple of things. I think I have a search here still. Yeah. So anything that's importing from picture common actually needs to import from the utilities instead. But we have to move some stuff over because we have some utilities. Let's see, slice list. But we can just copy them. Let's see if I can find it here. Components. Oh, this is something else. What's this? Scheduler. Here we are. So we have barrier. Let's okay, I'm gonna minimize a few things here. SDK. Yeah, for some reason it's lowercase here. I'm not gonna mess around with that. Disposable. Oops. We have, well, what's it? Slice list. Docs. We don't need to look at docs. Slice list. And then we have disposable store. Oh, where's that coming from? Is that from disposable? Oh, do we have it? Yeah, look at that. We have a disposable store. Okay, let's see now. Let's just go through each of these. So the tricky thing here is that we can't import it from picture common, then it's going to be a problem. And I have a feeling that since we have picture client as a dependency, it will prioritize that for some reason. And I just have this feeling we're going to accidentally import from picture client, and then we have a problem. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with that. Let's see, disposable store. Disposable. And then the next thing we need to talk about is something that's a bit more tricky. Hey, why is it called WebSocket client here? Oh yeah, sorry, that's something else. Oh. Yeah, this should be string. Yeah. Yeah, how are we gonna deal with this? So this needs the shell ID to be like this special ID, but that special ID is only coming from yeah, we have to do this. We cannot import. Maybe we should just, is that a thing? Yeah, here we have ID. Yeah. opaque. No, that's just, I'm not sure why we did that. Like, I guess technically, like we wanted it to be an actual ID coming from some other part of the thing, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like it's a bit over engineered. Oh, there you go. We have a barrier. Okay, nice. And the reason we're removing this dependency is because certain edge environments actually bundles dependencies with like, yeah, it basically bundles your code instead of deploying your code, well, before deploying your code, and then it includes all your node dependencies. So it actually includes all of picture common, which has some weird dependencies that's not actually used, but is part of the bundle and messes up the environment. But we're using so little from picture common that this is perfectly fine. Oh yeah. Oh, freaking shell ID. That's really annoying, that ID thing. So one thing we could do here is rather make this any. That would fix it. Yeah, I think we should do that. Then we have, then we have shells here. Oh, we have too much stuff there. There was something I was changing here. Like we had shell ID. Okay, let's see. We're gonna remove the, or maybe we do get it from, no, wait. Do we get it? Do we have an ID here as well? Open shell DTO, command shell DTO, shell type. Yeah, look at this. Oh, it's called shell ID. Oh, maybe we can do that. Let's see. Where was the thing I changed? It wasn't here. It was in actual, was here or something? As string. What the fuck? Or as any. Oh, it was here. Okay, so what if we do shell ID? There we go. Okay. Oh, interesting. Wait, okay. Sorry. Shell.shell ID. Oh, there we have it. Okay, great. Let's do that instead. That's better. That's it? Or, yeah. Okay, great. Great. npm run build. Oh, so this doesn't work? Oh, okay. I'll have to excuse my horrible typing here. There we go. Nice. So now that is running. Let's see, do we have CodeSandbox? Yeah, sandbox templates. Does it still? Oh, this is just old stuff. Yeah. Hi, Mark. Morning. Yeah, my introduction was just recovered from the man flu, and our youngest woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning. Got him back to sleep, but then woke up again at 5 a.m. and refused to go back to bed. So I have an insane sleep hangover. I'm not able to actually recover from it. Like my day is ruined when this happens. It rarely happens now though. But yeah, so I'm just kind of crawling through the day, trying to do some productive work. It's very annoying. Let's see. So what we're gonna do here is, so I want to run, let's see, yarn link. Node modules. Oh, this is the, okay, sorry. Dist bin. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, that was symlinked. So we're gonna try to do something. We're gonna do no modules, CodeSandbox SDK, dist, bin, CodeSandbox, build dot slash, where's, it's called universal, isn't it? Yeah, universal. And now we're supposed to deploy to another cluster. Let's see if this works. I'm just gonna check to see if this build actually works. Yeah. That seems to be fine. By the way, we should, yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, let's try to run it. Oh, and we have to, no, there's no port. Oh. Look at that. It's kind of cool. Feel like a hacker. It doesn't take much for me to feel like a hacker. This took a long time. I guess it's fine. It's really cool. Look at us and our clusters. Yeah, so next thing we're going to talk about is Git. I'm actually not sure if we're going to be able to make it work, because we have this feature in our infra where we override the Git remote helper, and it's breaking the experience for SDK users, but it's necessary for the actual CodeSandbox product. So we have an issue, and I think we need a flag regardless to turn off that helper. I'm actually gonna ask. I don't know what that would be fun. Den was actually not there. Oh. A rubber duck. Let's see. I'm just gonna ask about the a lot of work to add a flag. I guess we cannot really explore an alternative before we can actually turn it off as well. Okay. Wow, this is taking much longer than it's supposed to do. This isn't good. This should actually be super fast. Okay, let's take a... Not good. Can I access that image some way? Desktop. Is this it? Can I like give that to my other computer? Isn't there like a airdrop kind of thing? Well, I guess I can give it to myself here. Okay. This is so weird. Like nothing's happening here. What the fuck? I see the image as a copy. What the fuck? You know, Slack is a surprisingly bad product. No, it just like compared to how many people are like, what the fuck? Thinking of how many people are actually working on it and like the success they have, it's just a shitty like the experience is pretty bad. Like think about Discord, for example, which is such a better experience. Even just something like Linear, just the experience overall. Like they're doing the same thing. It's like a text area, putting some text into it and sharing it with others. Like I can't believe, and especially like so many coding like just writing code on Slack is horrible. How can I move this to my other computer efficiently? Share. AirDrop. MacBook Air. Look at that. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. I wonder if this is an actual a build issue. Maybe there's something wrong in the actual. Oh no. Like in the build script. It's kind of weird. Restarting. Get steps. Wait, where was it stuck? Running setup. Okay. So it got stuck here. Step of steps. Yeah, so there's one step. And it's trying to open it up and nothing's happening. So I tried to deploy. Yeah, so maybe there should be a timeout there. I wonder why though. Oh, look at that. Wow. From Universal. 3 of the sandboxes got stuck for like 30 to 60 seconds on after restart and running the container setup task. It did finally resolve though. Wow, that was crazy. But let's grab this and put it in. Oh. Get default template ID. We need to update that so that we are on all our clusters. Okay, I guess that's it. Commit together common and update template, default template ID. Okay, great. Okay, so the thing that we need to discuss is an alternative way of dealing with Git. So yeah, so you're able to pass Git credentials. And currently that's handled by something called the Git remote helper. But that only works for GitHub legacy tokens, and SDK users are using all kinds of different Git solutions. And it was such a specific thing to the CodeSandbox product. And also we kind of locked you to a certain repo because that was like a repo product where each VM was its own branch and stuff like that. You shouldn't really change anything. And we want to remove all of that and just make Git something that's implemented by the SDK. But it's kind of tricky. And especially because we also allow you to use the browser. So what we have to do is at least we have to do something related to creating a session. And this is tricky because when you create a browser session, you're not actually creating a session. like in the sense that you're not connecting to the VM, and we have to connect to the VM because we have to run some stuff. But we could make that smoother later. But for now, I think that's fine that we do that. But what I'm thinking about is that we're gonna, so every session has a private folder that's like truly private. And there's a way to symlink. Yeah. But Git, like the thing we're gonna do, we're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna make it more accessible to store the Git token, but we're gonna do it in the Git way. So we're not thinking of providers or anything. We're just using Git as Git, because Git has some opinions on how to authenticate and authorize. So that's what we're gonna just make more accessible. So I read about this .netrc file, which I thought we could try first, which is a file that Git will look at for authorization. And what we can do is that we can, whenever you create a shell, we can symlink that .netrc file to, sorry, we can symlink the .netrc file in your private folder to the .netrc file that Git is looking at. And that's only valid during your shell session. And then your .netrc file is stored safely in the private folder. No one else can access it. Only way to access it is when you open a shell and we symlink it. That was the idea. But I don't think we can actually test this now that the Git remote helper is active. But we can try and see how far we get. But how are we gonna do this? Only with GitHub? Like Git is Git. Like when you configure Git with access tokens and stuff like that, that's generic for any provider, right? Like Git hasn't implemented, but Git hasn't implemented specific functionality for GitHub. It's just Git. So like .netrc isn't for GitHub, it's for Git. Well, it's a good opportunity to learn. But I do wonder, provider agnostic, as long as the Git remote is using HTTPS and the server supports basic auth for tokens. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Do you know which Git providers support the default username of, what was it? X access token? Maybe it's hallucinating all of this. So we need to actually add provider and also username, or username can default to X access token. Any non-empty string. Oh, interesting. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of weird that. Okay. Bitbuckets that not use X access token in space area. Real X token auth. Okay, interesting. Okay. Anyway, so there's two things we need to do. One thing is, where is it? Is it up here? There we are. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna care about the creation of the sandbox yet, but that's also a problem. I'm not sure if we should have Git as a source. I wonder if it should rather be a Git command so that you actually clone the repo. So you create just a sandbox, you clone the repo, like you connect to the sandbox, you clone the repo, and that's how you do it. Because then you have a session with all your credentials and everything. Because now you have duplicate Git credentials. So I think the thing that we kind of have to get away from is that, like at CodeSandbox, we controlled the flows. We had so much more room for opinions, but we don't have that anymore. So I don't think, like, we have to think about connecting to a sandbox. It's not necessarily to like interact with something that's done. It's also to configure it. So you might create a sandbox and then you connect it to do different things. And then it's kind of ready. And we talked about this related to templates as well. There's certain things that, like, now you can wait for a port for a template to kind of signal itself as ready, which is probably fine for most cases. But we also talked about allowing you to pass a script that we can run on the sandbox to validate when it's done running. Or it's in a good state to be hibernated and snapshotted. So this is gonna be quite breaking, but there's something that's not really working with the sources. I think we should just have create sandbox, and it creates, like, from a template by default the universal sandbox. And then if you want to apply some Git stuff to it, that's like completely custom. That's something you have to do through a session. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Like, we're learning here. Like at CodeSandbox, we had something like specific. Like you could create a sandbox from a Git source. But all of that was implemented in the infra. It wasn't implemented as like something you would do from an SDK. But now that you have to do it through the SDK, we can't have those like high level infra abstractions. So you have to connect to the sandbox, you have to configure it manually, and do your thing. Yeah. Okay. So what we need to do is look at sandboxes. And I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to ask some customers about this. So all of this stuff, we're going to move this to, you see this? We have like this temporary session and stuff like that. It doesn't make any sense. Create Git sandbox. Let's see, create sandbox Git source options. Yeah, and we need to remove source. And this is just going to be create sandbox opts. Global session. Oh, yeah, that's something else. Let's see. There's no source. And we don't need this thing anymore. We can just remove all of that. And we can move, wait, what was this? Yeah, let's move that into, oh, Git. We're gonna have async clone. This is, let's see. We're gonna look at that later. This is fine. Run a template. Default universal template. Okay, so now we're creating, and then we can manually clone. Yes, and then we have on Sandbox, we have connect. So this is where we need to do some stuff. So we have an agent connection. Here we have the session, and now we have to say, okay, so this would only be if custom session Git. And then we also have to change the typing here. So we have access token, email, name, username, and we have provider. That can also just be a string. Oh my God, I'm so dizzy. Ugh. Let's see. Yes, let's see, sandbox. So if we have Git, we're gonna start running some of these things. So we already have the private folder. And then we're just gonna copy this for now. Let's see. Await session.commands.run. Let's see. Login X. Let's see. This is gonna be custom session git dot access token or X access token. And then this is gonna be custom session dot git dot access token. Oh, not access token, sorry, username. And then that's fine. And then we're gonna have, yeah, I guess maybe we should call it machine. Because you might have other things here, right? So GitLab bitbucket.org. Yeah, what should we call that? I guess we just have to document it. Yeah. Let's explore. So this would be a provider. And this is just going to be the boop, private. I don't think we need to do this. I think that's fine. And then oh, let's get back to the thingy. I think does that mean we need to and no, I think I can just do this. But this is not going to be. Yeah, I'm not sure if you actually have access to doing this. Yeah, this might be an issue. Like, I don't know enough about Linux and operating system users and all of this stuff. But I think we're in a catch-22 here because the global user has access to this file, but does not have access to this file. But the session has access to this file, but it doesn't have access to this file. Okay, anyways, oh, wait a minute. Should it be? Oh, wait, no, it should be in the home folder. Oh, you know what? We're gonna just do this. We're gonna do exactly what it says. Yeah, it's just, I don't know how this is actually implemented under the hood. This is like crazy dev container, Docker, like a shit ton of abstractions. But I guess this is the home. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is the home folder. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna try this. But wait a minute. But this symlink, this shouldn't actually happen here. That's the point. We're just gonna write the file when we create the session, and then we have to do the symlinking when we create a shell instance. Or do we? No, we can try with, let's just try this first. Let's see what happens. Oops. Option B, commit identity in a pair session git config. Yeah, let's do this. Await session commands run. Or anonymous. Well, I guess we can use custom session.id. Yeah, I'm just going to shove some stuff in there, and then we're going to see what happens. Yeah, did we do the... Yeah, let's just add everything here. See what happens. I don't think this is gonna work. Well, we have to start somewhere. Okay, npm run build, and then we have oh, we should have the shell SDK test. Excuse me a couple of seconds. Just need to check. I think I have a GitHub token. Okay. So and then we have, yeah, Git scripts. So I guess we can resume this one. By the way, I built something really cool on, was it Wednesday or Thursday? I actually made a repo out of it. I forgot. I want to share that. There we are. Oh, do I have a session? No. Not yet. Let's see. Let's jump over here. I built Vite work trees, and it's actually really, really cool. So the way this works is that it's a Vite dev server proxy that allows you to run a single Vite server, but it's going to point to different Git work trees. So whenever you access like localhost 5173 and then /feature-a, for example, under the hood, it's actually going to create a work tree on that branch name. And then it's going to point a Vite middleware to that thing. And then you can open your browser on feature-d, for example, or B, I guess it's the next one. And it's going to create a work tree on that thing, create a middleware and point to that. So what this means in practice is that you can have AI operating on multiple versions of your code. So you can imagine like prompting about something, and then you can have AI creating in parallel 5 different versions of that prompt by using work trees. But as an experience, you'll have 5 different previews that's running at the same time, and you can look at all of them at the same time. And then you can like choose one of them, and you can even keep them and jump between them like super fluently, or seamlessly, I guess is the word. But yeah, I vibe coded the whole thing over an ice cream, which is insane. Anyways, let's see. ID is gonna be, this is me, Christian Alfoni, and we're gonna do git email. Well, it's actually gmail.com, and this is gonna be github.com. Access token is gonna be process and GitHub token. And username Christian Alfoni. Let's just add that. Okay. So I think we can just do create actually. Why are you so angry? Oh, did I build it? Oh, this is optional. Wait, you should be able to create without anything. Why are you complaining? There we go. That's weird. Okay, so what are we going to try to do here? We're going to create a sandbox, and I think we can just try to clone. So let's create a private repo that we can clone. Maybe I have a private repo. What could that be? No, let's just create one. Christian Ofone test private repo. Private boop. Add a readme. No. Let's add an MIT license. Okay, so what we are gonna try to do is await session.get clone, and we're gonna pass URL. Oh, what the hell? Branch main. Okay, let's see what happens. So what could happen here? Well, let's just see. npx vite node git scripts.ts. Like if it's just hanging, it's the git remote helper. Yeah, we should probably. Okay, created. Let's clone. Okay, let's see if it actually gets down there. Okay. So it's definitely getting stuck on something. Let's, where are we? Oh, there we are. Let's take a look at what's happening. So we're gonna do create, sorry. We're gonna do connect. And then instead of doing run, we're gonna do run background. Let rc. Yeah, it's a promise. And then we're gonna do background. And this was config. So we're gonna do wait let rc.open let rc on output console.log, and then we're gonna await net rc dot wait until complete, and then we're gonna do the same here. Cool. Oh, maybe it's not even getting there. Is there something wrong with the infra? And let's drop this. Oh, something happened. Did something happen? This isn't working. Okay, something's definitely wrong. It shouldn't take this long to create a sandbox. That should be super, super fast. But it did create it though. I wonder why it takes so much time. So it opened it. Where are we gonna start? Okay, let's just run something else. Yeah, by the way, we're gonna grab the sandbox ID here, so we don't have to recreate it all the time. Takes several seconds. Resume. Yeah, and I guess we want to put back. Does it remember it? It does. Nice. Wow, resuming it also takes a long time. Well, does it? Creating session. Why aren't we getting any output here? Creating. Okay, resuming didn't take that much time. I thought we would actually get. Oh, is this? Was that the reason? Why aren't we getting anything? This is weird. I think this is something else. Oh. What? No server process. What the fuck? I wonder if there's something wrong with these. Okay, we're gonna check this. Oops, sorry. Okay, so there's definitely something wrong. The sandboxes did not seem to get a running container. Huh, that's weird. But that's a different issue. There we go. Hello world. Okay, nice. Okay, great. We have something. Yeah, was something wrong with the deploy of the template tag? It doesn't matter, nobody's using it, but let's see. We don't need this because we are actually getting the output. But what did it say? It said something about, oh, it was the next thing. What did it say? No such file or directory. Root private. Oh, that's home. Okay, so we're gonna do this instead. What I don't quite, yeah, exactly. No, that's fine. I guess we could simplify that. I would assume. So this is private. Yeah, I wonder that it seems like that home thing is pointing to root for some reason. That's weird. Okay, let's see what happens now. Cannot access no such file or directory. But isn't this kind of the point that it's going to write the file? Ah, but we don't have, okay. Yeah, problem is I just know there's this private directory. I don't know anything about it. Let's see, where would we have that? Sandbox privacy. Is this where we have? Oh, if I can't find the docs. Will be private for each session. So there should be oh, come on. Can I do this? Can I have quotes like this? Yeah, whatever. No such file or directory. But is that because of the quotes? Like, why did it have quotes? That's weird. I think I need to ask some questions about this private folder. Okay, no. Okay, this is very overwhelming. There's a lot of stuff happening, and what we could rather do here is actually we can run the SDK. Yeah, you know what? We're rather gonna run the SDK here. Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, let's see. And then we're gonna put this stuff into this thing, and then we can actually play around with the I think. Yeah, let's do that. We don't even need this. Okay, sorry. We just need to run the SDK. And then I guess npx feet node server.ts. Localhost 4000. CodeSandbox. This is taking way too long. Yeah, finishing up. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I don't think this is actually running. Oh, this sucks. Let's just take this one. Let's do a resume instead. Why don't we have a terminal? Ah, this is sucky. Like losing a couple of days and I'm completely out of it. Oh, there we have it. Oh, it's just super slow. Yeah, no such file or no such file or What is this thing? I've only been told about this. Every session will have the same. Let me see if you should. But is this because it's just not created? Do I have to create it myself? Oh, how do I, oh, for fuck's sake. Ah! Oh, okay, so I have to create it. Okay, let's try that then. Yeah, let's just run the commands. Like, why didn't I do that? Yeah, I blame my... Well, we don't really have... Can I... How do I safely... Folder only if it does not exist. Linux. I guess there's a flag. Okay. Okay, I think we have to actually create it. So let's try again. Yeah, I wonder about this stuff. Like, is it enough to just do enter and then it will run that as like the next command? I can't imagine that. Right? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna send these in as different commands. All right. Oh, look at you just doing it. Okay, let's try this then. Oh, what the fuck happened there? Yeah, it isn't that great always. Let's just keep doing this thing. Okay, npm run build. Read node. Yeah, the reason I'm not just trying this out in the terminal is because I have this git token. Okay, so it seemed to run it. Okay, let's try actually cloning. Clone it. And I think we can just open it and take a look at it. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. What the fuck happened there? Uh, okay, let's just delete all of this. Delete permanently. Oh, I'm doing something weird. What the fuck? Why does it have... I'm just gonna, so I don't leak my... No. Yeah, so it definitely has... Oh, I can't delete it. Yeah. No, I can delete it. Okay, cool. Oh, here's the symlinks. Okay. Okay, so the... how do I... But the weird thing is that it actually did clone it. Could that be because I actually opened... I'm confused. I am confused. But why did it add these? What the fuck is going on here? Okay, so we're gonna try to create a new sandbox, but I wonder why did it create it in the... This isn't the home folder. Why does it have... Okay, I'm just gonna try running this again. I wonder why it has these quotes. Does it... Yeah, I'm confused by this. Create... Well, the problem now is... yeah, whatever. No, not whatever. I think we should create from something. Something I haven't accessed. Let's take the universal... Where's the SDK? Let's just create from this thing. Okay, I'm going to connect it. We're going to try it. And then we're going to open it. If it doesn't... Yeah, we're going to open it. Okay, let's open it. Look at it. Oh, sorry about. Yeah, but this worked. Yeah, now it added those exactly. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna try something. Um, so let's just make a change. Session.fs, write text file, readme, hello world, fs, sorry, git commit. My commit push. Okay, let's see if that works. Yeah. Seems that it got stuck, but I guess that's the remote helper. Oh, something happened. Oh, has no upstream branch. The current branch main has. Oh, yeah. Oh, but this is interesting. So we kind of want to set the upstream as well, right? I thought we did that when we clone. Um, or should we just do that when we push? Yeah, we're gonna do that because that's a very annoying thing. I have this git command. I want it to automatically set the upstream to the current branch. Oh, no, it should be this. Oh, let's try this. Let's try that. Okay, let's clear it. Let's run it. It takes a long time though. I wonder why it's so... And you know, we're gonna try to like do this again. I'm gonna change my token. and just see that it actually fails, because it seems a little bit weird that it works. Okay, let's take a look at the repo. Look at that! It worked. And yeah, Christian and full name, my commit. That's really cool. Because what we can do now is we can, when we create the browser session, we can connect to the sandbox. We can write these files. And then when you actually connect in the browser, it's going to be fine. At least that's the theory, because we don't want to expose this stuff to the browser. Okay, great. And then we're going to try this again, but we're going to write something else. Let's see, where is the thing? Here we are. Oh, did I open Hello World 2? And we're just gonna, yeah, let's just not pass the access token. Well, I guess we can do like empty string or something. Or is it optional? Oh, it is optional. Okay, let's just try without it and see what happens. And I'm also gonna, no, we can create a new, okay. This is fine, this should fail. Oh, I love this song. It should fail already on clone. I just have a feeling that somehow my Git token is inside these sandboxes. I don't understand how, but okay, so the reason this fails now is because of the remote helper. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's why it worked in the first place. It's not the stuff I wrote. It's, yeah, it's just because I'm passing the access token and the remote helper is dealing with that. Okay, we're gonna try something else. I'm gonna have the wrong access token, blup. Yeah, we have to turn it off. Like, we can't figure this out without turning it off. Isn't my dear colleague in today? Oh, it should be. Yeah, no. Damn remote helper. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a break because I need food and I need maybe try to sleep a little bit because I still have a huge ass hangover. And then I have to figure out how we're gonna turn off that remote helper. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Sorry, this was a slow start to the week. Very slow start. but that's just how it is. I'll get my energy back tomorrow, hopefully. But yeah, I'm gonna jump into stream again when we actually have what we need to test this. Yeah, cool. Bye for now.